we embark on the journey of weighted averages. Now, we have two different ways to figure out weighted averages, and the most common I think that people think about really is percents. When you think about figuring out your average grade, right, your different percentage, your grades are weighted. Exams are worth more, projects are worth less, homework is worth almost nothing, right? You have different weights, and that's when we talk about using percents. So just recall that percents always have to add up to 100. So in order to use the weighted average with percents, your percents do have to add up to 100. So just kind of some basics. This would work because these do add up to 100%. So if this is your dealio, what percent of your grade is based on homework? Well, 15%. So whatever, and we're going to play with this more in just a minute. In tests, right, 60% of your grade, that's a bad color, 60% of your grade is figured on tests. So we're going to use this basic dealio to figure out what your grade would be depending on how you did in each of these categories, right? These are each called categories. So first things first, to find your weighted average, we want to find, I call them quality points. This last thing, and this is a Becky term, I call them quality points. How many quality points did you earn? That's how you figure out your grade. Well, we have the weight, and the weight is the only spot where you're going to have a percent. The category average is a number. Okay, you can only have 1% and then one number. So the weight is always the percent, the category is always the number. So in this particular case, you averaged 85% on tests. That means your category average for tests was 85. You scored 100% on all of your homework, which means your category average for homework is a 100. And you scored an 85% on quizzes, so your category average is 85. Okay, so notice how even though they were percents because those are your grades, because they became category averages, they were turned to numbers. And now to find your quality points, you take your weights, 60% times 85. Now remember, that's 0.6 times 85 because percent to a decimal. You earned 51 quality points for tests. For homework, we would take the 0.15 times 100, and you scored 15 quality points in your homework. For quizzes, 0.25 times 85 gives me 21.25 quality points. And remember that the percent is always out of 100, and 100% is just 1. So that makes this easy, that we simply add our quality points together. How many total quality points did you earn? Well, because of your category averages that you had, you earned 87.25 quality points. That means your overall grade is a B. And this is how it works. Now, just to be clear, these category averages, you might have had 3 tests. Your 3 tests were averaged together. Add the 3 up, divide by 3. That's how you get the category average. You might have had 40 homework assignments that you did 100% on all of them, right? Which is why you got the 100% category average. That's how we get those values. Okay, now let's do the same concept, same dealio, and you still have 85% on your test. So your category average, remember, is just a number, 85. Your homework is still 100%, but you forgot about quizzes, and you only got a 25 in your category average for quizzes. You might say, well, that's no big deal. It's only 25% of my grade. It can't affect it too bad. Well, let's see what it does. You still have the 0.6 times 85 for 51 quality points for tests, and 0.15 times 100 for 15 quality points for homework, and then 25% times 25 gives you 6.25 quality points for your quizzes. When you add all of these together, you earned a total of 72.25 quality points for an overall grade of a C. So simply, messing up and not really working on your quizzes too bad can drop you significantly in your overall grade. Now let's do this again. I've honestly have students who do this. They're like, I'm a super good test taker. I'll get an 85 on my tests. Hey, and that's good. 85 is a B average on exams, high 5, you're cruising, right? But they don't do any homework or take any quizzes because I'm a good test taker, so that grade will carry me. It's the most of my grade. It is, it's 60%. But recall, 60% of 85 is only 51 quality points. If you multiply by 0, you get 0 quality points. So that means you end up with 51 quality points, which is an F. So it's very frustrating, I'm sure, as a student and as an instructor, to have a student who can get a B average on exams but does nothing else and fails the course. So make sure that you're getting quality points from all of your categories in order to give yourself the best chance to be successful. And that, my friends, is an overview on weighted averages with percents.